Jeanette Sullivan. Has to do with the future of Troop D gangs. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to thank Mike for emailing me back. Are we still going to have them?
Sure, I'm probably the best one to address this. So what's happened in the western part of the state is there's been a move to consolidate dispatch operations that has not gone very well, and that is underway in eastern Connecticut. The colonel who heads up the Connecticut State Police is looking to try and gain some efficiencies apparently, and the goal is to consolidate the dispatch operations and then also to close down the police barracks after hours, after normal daytime hours, so that barracks would essentially be available for somebody who pulls up Monday through Friday during daylight hours. So after those hours on a holiday, on a weekend, what you're supposed to do is when you arrive there at Troop D, you're supposed to pick up the phone that's outside and then relay your emergency, and then maybe a trooper that's out on patrol will respond to you. Now, the day after session was over, we had someone, actually, I have his card here, Andy Matthews from the Connecticut State Police Union. He's president of the union. He came on the WINY talk show with Representative Rivero and myself, and he actually played the recording of him picking up the phone and trying to talk to someone on the other end, and they couldn't talk to one another. So that is where the Connecticut State Police Commissioner appears to want to take this. I am working diligently to get a face-to-face meeting with the Commissioner. Supposedly, earlier today, I was told by their staff that they want to set up meetings with area legislators in eastern Connecticut. But I think it may be a stalling technique to try and, deliver the whole process is done and then tell us what they did afterwards. So that, Jeanette, is what we're trying to do.
Well, I mean, what if there was a big accident on 395 at night? You know?
Well, there would still be troopers that would be covering the area. One of the things, though, that a lot of people don't understand is that under the system, let's say that there was some type of crime in Daniel City, there was someone arrested. The trooper that made that arrest or some other trooper in the vicinity would have to transport that person to town. So that would take a trooper out of the patrol area if they're doing a patrol, probably for 45 minutes from Danielson to Collin, in good weather. And then they'd have to come back. So even towns like Killingley, Chaplin, Brooklyn that have resident troopers would potentially lose their resident troopers for part of the time. So it's not something that I believe has been really well thought out.
Because, some guy walked away from that place in Brooklyn last night.
I didn't hear about that.
Yes,
Okay.
they haven't found him yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Tony, thank you.
Well, I'm ranking member on the Public Safety Committee, so this idea has been percolating around for probably about a year and a half. And I met with some of the dispatchers, about 18 months ago. And they were concerned about it then, and it died down, now it's came over and back. And as Mike said, it's their attempt to save some money. But the problem with it is, and today I actually met with Tom Duncan, who's the sergeant, and he's the resident in Stafford, and he asked me what I thought about it. And he has concerns, and actually Tomlin's going to make out pretty well on it, because that's going to be one of the dispatch centers. But the problem is, when you get dispatchers from other parts of the state, they don't know the people and they don't know the area. So sometimes the troopers are new, and the dispatchers, most of them have long experience. So, when the trooper calls in and he's going to a particular house, they know, in a lot of cases, who lives there. And they know it's somebody that they have to, to warn the trooper that he or she's got to be careful, because this is a person that's caused problems before. And now you're going to get dispatchers that are not going to be from the area, so they're not going to know any more than a new trooper who's on. And then, and even the roads. I mean, to help them with the road system. As you know, up here in the country, it's tricky. And so I think definitely it hurts public safety. I don't think there's any question.
Any?
No, state rep, that's good.
Next question is from Duffy.